It was a warm August afternoon when the news broke. Jimin's Who has officially spent 33 consecutive weeks on the Billboard Hot 100. For the music industry, it was a headline. For ARMY, it was history. In fan cafes, Twitter threads, Weavers posts, and TikTok edits, the moment was celebrated like a festival. But beneath the trending hashtags and congratulatory messages lay a deeper truth. This wasn't just about numbers. It was about a journey, a connection, and a fight against the odds. Because for a Korean soloist to last this long on one of the most competitive music charts in the world, something extraordinary had to happen. When Who first dropped earlier this year, it wasn't a typical upbeat K-pop anthem. It was raw, vulnerable, almost haunting in its simplicity. Built on a delicate piano progression layered with subtle synths and percussive echoes, the song wrapped around Jimin's airy yet emotive voice like a whisper meant only for the listener. Jimin himself had hinted before its release that Who was a conversation I wish I could have had. Fans immediately began dissecting what he meant. Was it about love, loss, regret? The ambiguity was intentional. In an interview with Korean media, Jimin said, "When I wrote this, I wanted each person to hear their own story in it. My words are only one version." That choice turned Who into a mirror, a song that reflected each listener's emotions back at them. In the first week, Who debuted on the Billboard Hot 100 at number 42. A solid entry, but few could predict what was coming. By week 3, it had climbed into the top 20. By week 8, it wasn't just charting, it was anchored. The song found its way into countless TikTok trends, background soundtracks for travel vlogs, and even emotional montage edits of completely unrelated moments. In Brazil, radio DJs began calling it a música que abraça a alma, the song that hugs the soul. In Japan, its physical CD release sold out within 48 hours. In the US, playlists like Chill Vibes and Sad Hour pushed it into mainstream ears far beyond the K-pop community. No discussion of Who's success can happen without mentioning ARMY. Fans coordinated global streaming parties, sometimes spanning 24 hours, ensuring the song never lost momentum. In Indonesia, one fan group created a 33-day countdown celebration when the track reached 25 weeks on the chart. In Argentina, buskers began performing Who in local plazas, gaining viral attention and bringing in more casual listeners. On Twitter, the hashtag JiminWho33weeks trended worldwide within hours of the official announcement. But the posts weren't just digital fireworks, they were deeply personal testimonies. One fan from the Philippines wrote, "This song saved me when I thought no one saw me. Jimin's voice made me feel less invisible." Another from the UK shared, "I don't speak Korean, but I understood every feeling in Who. That's the magic." Jimin's achievement is even more significant when you consider the Darriers. The Billboard Hot 100 is notoriously competitive, often dominated by English-language releases and major US label-backed campaigns. For a Korean soloist, especially one releasing a song that isn't a typical dance pop smash, the odds are steep. Historically, only a handful of K-pop soloists have even entered the Hot 100, let alone stayed for over half a year. Jimin's 33-week streak now places him alongside legends like Psy, BTS as a group, and Blackpink's Lisa, but with a unique twist. Who is quieter, more introspective, proving that global hits don't have to be loud to be powerful. Each week the song stayed on the chart carried its own story. Week 5, fans celebrated its steady rise with global cup sleeve events. Week 12, the song was performed live during Jimin's surprise appearance at a charity event, sending social media into meltdown. Week 20, Jimin shared a behind-the-scenes photo from the recording session with the caption, "This song still holds my heart." Week 28, a Grammy-winning producer tweeted about the track's production, praising its delicate minimalism. By the time week 33 arrived, it felt like a shared journey between artist and audience, a relationship strengthened by time, patience, and mutual devotion.
Music executives began to take notice.
Billboard's own write-up praised the song's sustained global appeal, while Rolling Stone Korea called it a watershed moment for Korean solo artistry. Spotify's editorial team reported that Who saw a 140% increase in streams after being featured in multiple official playlists, while Apple Music highlighted it as part of their Global Pop Essentials list. Even rival fandoms acknowledged the achievement, with some fans admitting they had accidentally fallen in love with the track after hearing it repeatedly on social media. Beyond charts and streams, Who sparked something deeper in the industry, a renewed belief in slow burn success. In a market obsessed with first-week numbers and instant virality, Who showed that longevity could be just as powerful, if not more. Labels began reconsidering their promotion strategies, seeing how Jimin's patient, organic rollout allowed the song to grow naturally. Artists who once felt pressured to chase TikTok trends began citing Who as proof that authenticity still mattered. With this historic run, speculation is now building around Jimin's next move. Will he release a follow-up single in the same vein, or will he pivot to a different sound entirely? Fans are also hoping for a Who live concert version or even an English-language reimagining. Rumors are circulating that Jimin might perform the track at the 2025 MTV VMAs, an event where he's already nominated for Best K-pop. For now, Jimin remains characteristically humble. In his most recent Weverse post, he wrote simply, "This is your song as much as mine. Thank you for keeping it alive." Who's 33-week streak is more than just a record. It's a reminder that music's true power lies in connection. It's a testament to Jimin's artistry, ARMY's dedication, and the idea that songs can find their place in people's lives far beyond release week. And maybe, years from now, fans will look back and remember not just the number 33, but the way a soft-spoken Korean singer with a song called Who made the world stop and listen. If you ask ARMY why Who matters, you'll never get the same answer twice. Some will tell you it was the song that got them through exam season. Others will say it became their comfort on lonely bus rides home. In Seoul, a university student named Haeyoon shared her story in a radio interview. "I was going through a breakup when Who came out. I didn't cry until I heard Jimin's voice. It was like he was speaking directly to me, telling me it's okay to feel this way." In Canada, a father posted a video on TikTok of his teenage daughter singing Who in her bedroom, captioned, "She doesn't know I recorded this, but this song has helped her through depression. Thank you, Jimin." The clip gained millions of views, and even Jimin liked the post on Instagram. These stories aren't isolated. From Europe to Latin America, fans have been translating the lyrics into dozens of languages, making sure its message reaches as many people as possible. Some even create ASL, or American Sign Language, covers so the song can be experienced by the deaf community. By week 33, Who had over 720 million streams on Spotify, 1.2 billion views across official and fan-uploaded videos featuring the track, consistent top 5 placement on the Billboard Global 200 for more than 20 weeks, platinum certification in 5 countries, and gold in 8 more. But perhaps the most impressive statistic? Its listener retention rate. A metric tracking how often people replay the song, is one of the highest for a K-pop track in recent memory. According to industry analysts, songs with high replayability often have certain hooks or emotional peaks that listeners can't let go of. In Who, it's Jimin's whispered falsetto in the bridge, a moment so delicate it feels like a secret. The reach of Who hasn't been limited to the music world. Fashion brands have tapped into its aesthetic, launching capsule collections inspired by the song's muted color palette from the music video. A South Korean art gallery in Hongdae opened an exhibition titled Who? The Silence Between Words, featuring visual interpretations of Jimin's lyrics by local artists. In the Philippines, a charity group used the song as the theme for a mental health awareness campaign, citing its emotional depth and healing qualities. Schools in Thailand played Who during graduation ceremonies, interpreting its message as one of moving forward while cherishing the past.